all of these on the front. So let's look at this one. Number 1, 3 more than twice a number is at most 9. Let's start right there. Is at most 9. What would you write for that inequality? You have to be at most 9 years old to get into the club.
Less than or equal to.
Less than or equal to. At most. You can't be more than that. So it's going to be less than or equal to 9. And again, if you don't look for their to, from, or then, you will miss a lot of problems. This is 3 more than. What happens when you see then? And again, it's to, from, or then you will switch. So this goes first. How do you write twice the number? 2n. And then what? Plus 3. So this one you just have to write the phrase. So you're going to do the rest. This one, find the solution set given this replacement set. So on the number 6, what would you have to do first?
Number 6.
I would solve it. I would go write real tiny, plus 1, plus 1. So right now is 5 is greater than or equal to D. Switch it around. So put D is less than or equal to 5. And there is your answer. Which of these numbers are going to apply? Which ones are less than or equal to 5? All of them. So your solution set is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is your solution set. That is your answer. These you just need to graph each inequality on a number line, and we're going to do it real simple. Simple. What number should I put on that number line?
3.
A 3. So for sure I want a 3, and I always want to locate my 0. Is the 0 going to be to the right or to the left?
To the left.
To the left. So this one is greater than 3. It should be going that way. Done. This one, I'm going to locate my 0. And then where am I going to put next 7? On the left or on the right?
Left.
On the left, anywhere, it doesn't matter. Okay. And then it's greater than or it's less than or equal to negative 7.
So
You have to fill it in, and it's going which direction? To the left or right? To the left, and that's a real sloppy arrow. Okay, but what do I have to do with this one?
Flip.
You must flip it. So it's going to be B is greater than or equal to 4. So be real careful on that one. So I'm going to locate my 0. Where's 4 going to be? On the left or the right?
Right.
On the right, 4, and it's greater than or equal to that one. And then this one, you're just going to write the inequalities. We'll do this one. We'll just put X is what? Which directions is it going? Less than or what? 1/5. Done. So those are going to be equal. Then on this one, tell whether each statement is true or false for the given value. So you're simply going to plug it in. You don't even have to solve it. I'm going to put negative 11 minus 7 is less than or equal to 6. Is that true or false? You should be able to tell me right away. What's a negative 11 and a negative 7? They're the same sign, sum. What do you mean it's false? Isn't negative 18 less than or equal to 6?
Yes.
Don't miss a simple one like this. No, it's not confusing. You have your own paper. Okay, in front of you. So this one is true. Again, on this one, what, that's 6? Who said negative 6? You're not thinking. You need to slow down and take your time. That's a positive 6. You would plug it back in, solve. So 3 times what's 4 plus 6?
10.
Is 10. Is 30 greater than 30?
No.
False. And you do this one. And then on these, will on the test have to check, not just by looking at it, but you will have to check. So we will check a couple of these. So let's look at the 17. What should I do first on that 17?
Get rid of the denominator.
How can I get rid of the denominator? Well, first I'm just going to multiply by 3. But if I multiply just by 3, I still have that negative there. I've got negative d is less than or equal to 27. Then what do I do because I've got a negative d? Change all the signs. So my final answer right here is d is greater than or equal to a what? Negative 27. If I have that negative 27, and you don't have to graph it, but if I do, is 0 going to fall under that line?
Yes.
So I would use a 0. So if I'm checking, is I'm going to put 0 here. And that's going to be a 9. Okay, what's 0 divided by negative 3? It's 0. Is 0 less than or equal to 9? Yes, that is true. So that means your inequality is correct. Let's look at the number 19. There's 2 ways I can do this. Who knows one way? Minus 33. So we'll do that. If you're writing on your paper, write really tiny. So I've got what do I have left? Do not forget this. The negative. You can never drop a negative. Is greater than or equal to. They're not the same sign. I am not going to sum. Is it going to be 19?
Yes.
Okay. And are there more positives or negatives? So it's negative 19. What's the last thing we need to do?
You need to change all the signs.
Change all the signs. So it's x is less than or equal to a positive 19. So on that one, if 19 is here and my 0 is here, is 0 going to be a solution? We hope it is. So I'm going to check it right here. And I'm going to, well, I can do actually the check right here. So the check right here is going to be 33. I'll put C. Okay, check. 33 minus 0 is greater than or equal to 14. Okay. When I solve that, what's 33 minus 0? Is that greater than or equal to 14? Yes. Check. That's done. And actually on the test, you would have to fully finish it. All right. And again, you're going to have to be very careful because here's a negative in front of my t, which means that that sign is not going to be correct. Here's a negative in front of this one here, which means that sign is not going to be correct. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you. I owe you candy. No. It was 14. It was 14. You check with your original equation. Okay, sorry. Okay, so be careful with these. You should recognize now which ones are not going to change. Like, is this sign going to change this inequality? No, the C's on the correct side and it's not negative. What about this one? Yes, it's going to end up being T is less than or equal to. What about this one? No, because it's a positive G and it's on the correct side. So that's going to stay greater than. What about this one? It will, because there's a negative in front of the A, so that's going to flip that sign. So you're going to do the rest of those. And again, I've got an answer bank that I'm going to leave for a little bit, but I have to save paper, so I'm going to take a picture of it and send it home. It says, on 24, flip it over to the back. We're going to maybe do one of these, and you're going to do the other two. We can either do 24 or 26.
24.
Although this one has an improper. You know how to do that one? Okay, so we'll do 24. All right. So what do I have to do first on this one?
Take it, get, I I have to contribute this.
Nope. Please. What does please mean? Parentheses or brackets. You do that first. So what is this equal to right here? It equals a -1. So I've got 3 times -1 plus E is less than or equal to 2/3. And I'm going to change my E to that kind of E. And so now what do I get rid of? Yeah, this is going to be -3. So how many? And just because I have space on a test, you would have to put -3. But how do I get rid of that -3? What? Plus 3. Plus 3. Plus 3. And if this is the side my E's are going on, this probably wasn't the best choice. Oh, no, it is, because there's more E's here. So I'm going to keep my E's on this left side. How do I get rid of this one? How do I get rid of 2/3 E?
Sorry.
I'm not just getting rid of 2/3. I'm getting rid of the whole entire 2/3 E. What's opposite of a positive 2/3 is a negative 2/3 E. A negative 2/3 E. And so what I've got left, and I haven't done any negative at all. So this cancels out. I've got, who knows what I have? I've got 1 E minus 2/3 E. Yeah, I've got 1 pi. I ate 2/3 of it. I've got 1/3 E left is less than 2/3 minus 2/3 cancels out is equal to 3. Then who knows what I do then? It's already being divided by 3. Think before you talk. Maria, what? It's less than or equal to. How do I get rid of this 3? It's being divided by, it's either that or the reciprocal. So 3, 3, that cancels out. So E is less than or equal to what? 9. So that is my solution. If you check it, you would have to go ahead and put all this in. You'd have to actually check it. That would be a 0, because 0 does fall under here. This would be 0. This would be 0. Is -3 less than 0? Yes. -3, because those two would drop out, would be less than 0. So you're going to have to do the other two. This is your solution. It doesn't say to graph it, so you're going to do those. You do not need to do 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, or 32. Okay.
Do we put last night's homework or the weekend's homework in our binder?
I need to get the grades first. Okay. All right. So here are word problems that you have to do. Let's look at this one, the number 35, and you're going to have to do the others. So Tony has, and if you use extra sheet of paper, Tony has, we're looking for how many coins does Peter have? Tony has 3 more than twice as many coins as Peter. Tony has, he has an amount equal to, who knows how I'm going to write 3 more than twice as many coins as Peter?
You have to flip it.
Very good. Circle your then. How can I say twice as many as Peter? 2p. And then how many more?
Those plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay. It says, so that is one equation. So put it way over to here. I should have used paper. You know. Together, who are they talking about together? Tony and Peter have fewer than, what is that?
They have like less than.
It's a negative 87? Think before talk. Thank you. It's less than. Have less than 87. But I can't solve it like this. But do I know what Tony is equal to?
Yes.
It's this. So I'm going to make a space here, and I'm going to plug that into that t. So it's 2p plus 3 plus, that's Tony's amount, plus Peter's amount is less than 87. And then I can go ahead and solve it. So how many p's do I have other? 3p plus that 3 left over is less than 87. What do I have to do with the 3? Again, if you can't write tiny, 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 then you need a line sheet of paper. So minus 3, minus 3. So 3p is less than, is that 84? Okay. How do I get rid of that 3? So 84 divided by 3 is going to be 2. Is it 26? Okay, I believe you. So Peter's amount has to be less than 26. Who told me to? I believed you. No candy for that. I'm sorry. That's 6. I should have just done it myself. So that's going to be 24. How did you get 26? You're just, please don't guess. We don't have time to guess and get it wrong. We don't have time. You need to actually do it. It's 28. Okay. So it's how many coins does Peter have?
28.
He doesn't have 28.
Oh, Peter has less than 28.
He has less. What's the first coin that it could be? So Peter can have, well, I'll just put Peter has less than 28. Let me see what the answer bank says. And then if Peter has 28, how do I should have used paper. For the rest, on the word problems, you'll get out a piece of paper, and you're going to show me these 5 on a piece of paper. So how do I get Tony's amount? I just had to figure out Peter's amount. Never mind. So, in fact, this answer bank will have the inequality, Tony's amount, 2 plus 3 plus p, and then it'll also have the actual answer. So, I gave you those equations so you could see where you went wrong if you didn't get it right. And we're going to set one of these up, and I'm going to get a line sheet of paper, starting with the number 36. Okay. Is starting with the number 36 on number 34 and chapter 4 test practice. So here's where you guys messed up. The sum of 2 consecutive integers. If odd integers are 7 and 9, what would be my first one if I really don't know it?
It would be 11. If you really didn't know it?
If I don't know it, is it going to be a number?
No.
Let's put x. What would my second odd integer be?
X plus 2.
X plus 2. So I don't know that it's 7, but you set it up like that. Your first one's n, and then I can see, oh, I had to add 2 more to get to this one, so x plus 2. So now that I have that, the sum of those is x plus 2 is at most 32. Who knows what that's going to be? Less than or equal to 32. And then you go ahead and solve it. So that's going to be 2x plus 2 is less than or equal to 32. What do I need to get rid of? At this point, again, you should be doing this on line paper. 2x is less than or equal to 30. Divide by 2, divide by 2. My x is less than or equal to, is it less than or equal to what? 30? I don't see that answer. 15. Okay, there we go. So if that's my first number, if x is 15, who knows what my second number would be? Would be 17. So my numbers have to be less than that. They could be other combinations like 13 and 15, whatever. So it's going to be this at 17. Again, it shows you set it up. It shows you the correct answer. Right. And the only other one that we're going to do, this one was a little crazy. Going to help you set these up. The 37 and this 38. Okay. There's a total of 184 parking spots. Fewer than 70 filled. So if they're not filled, they're what?
Empty.
They're empty. And I actually put not filled. So I take my total minus my not filled, fewer than 70 were filled. So is that going to be less than or greater than? Less than 70 were filled. So of this amount, minus my not filled, there were fewer than 70 that were filled. Do you agree with that? And then you guys need to solve it. So that's your 37. I'm just helping you set it up. And by the way, will this inequality stay the same?
No.
No, because that's a negative in front of my variable. So on this, 60 more boys than girls attended the school picnic. So 38. Who are there more of, girls or boys? Boys. There's 60 more boys. So you have to go, boys is equal to the number of girls plus how many?
60.
Plus 60. The boys is equal to more, so it's whatever the girls is plus 60. And then, at most, 230 boys attended the picnic. How many boys attended the picnic? At most. Less than or equal to. So the number of boys was less than or equal to 230. But, what is the boys equal to? In fact, I know how many girls there are. So we're going to substitute that instead of the boys. The boys are equal to the girls plus 60 is less than or equal to 230. You finish it out to find out how many girls there are. Do you think this inequality will change or flip? No, because it's on the correct side and it's not a negative. So it's going to be girls are less than something. All right. And then the other thing that you're going to have to do, I hate to load you down, but it's a study hall day, is the paper from Friday. Here's the one for me. What is it? You're going to do, because a lot, you're going to do the odd. Are they letters or numbers on that?
Letters.
Oh, so you'll, starting with the A, do every other one. Okay? Okay, I'll get you some. All right, and that's it. Who's got a copy of that? Can I see somebody's? Let me see yours.
Mine's empty.
Okay, that's okay. So again, so you're going to do the A, the C, the E, G, and by the way, since I'm just doing every other one, you don't need to fill this out. If you want to get extra practice. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on that. And you will have some problems like this. So make sure you're distributing correctly. Make sure you find your correct answer. Thank you, ma'am. And you guys can get started on it. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't you want